I came back from a 4-day work trip only to find a construction crew jackhammering my front yard. For a moment, I thought I had pulled into the wrong driveway until I noticed my dogs chew toy under a bush they were about to dig up. That's when I saw it. A half-built shed with a sign that read, HOA storage members only sitting right. On my lawn, welcome to HOA Tales. Make sure you like and subscribe for the best HOA drama you'll ever hear. I parked, got out, and asked the foreman what in the world he was doing on my grass. He shrugged and told me to take it up with the HOA. So I did. I marched down to their office and was greeted by Karen, the HOA president, sipping out of a mug that said, "Boss babe." She barely looked up before saying, "We're expanding storage for community tools. The board approved it." "Wonderful," I replied. "Except you approved it on my land," she smirked. "It's community property." "You're mistaken." But I wasn't mistaken. That land was legally mine. I had the deed, the plat map, and every boundary record to prove it. I went home, gathered all my documents, highlighted the property lines, and sent the HOA a strongly worded email demanding they stop construction. Immediately, no response. 2 days later, the concrete slab was poured, my grass torn up, and my bushes bulldozed. The shed walls were already going up. That was it. I printed a massive sign that read private property. You are trespassing, and hammered it into the lawn right in front of their project. I took dozens of photos from every angle, time-stamped and geotagged and backed them up twice. Then I called my real estate attorney. By the time the HOA tried to flip the script and sent me a letter accusing me of interfering with community development, my lawyer had already sent them a certified cease and desist. The letter laid out everything: clear trespassing, lack of permits, and a demand to remove the structure within 10 business days. They signed for the letter, then ignored it. Instead of backing down, the HOA doubled down. The very next day, I got a citation in the mail for non-compliant signage, referring to my giant private property. Warning: another citation followed for unauthorized landscaping changes because apparently the giant hole they dug in my yard now counted as landscaping, and I wasn't allowed to alter it. At that point, I showed up to the next HOA meeting. Karen smirked the moment I walked in. "Oh, look who it is. Mr. Survey Lines, ready to cause a scene?" I didn't raise my voice. I simply handed each board member copies of my deed, survey maps, and timestamp photos. "This shed is 10 feet into my private property. I've notified you. I've given you every chance to stop. You're ignoring me." Karen rolled her eyes. "It benefits the community. You should be proud your yard is being put to good use." The room split instantly. One neighbor clapped. Another muttered, "That's not how this works." The treasurer started shifting uncomfortably. From there, things escalated fast. My lawyer filed for an injunction in civil court. We also added retaliation to the case because of the bogus fines. To cover all bases, I had a surveyor remark the property lines with bright orange stakes. And then came the twist. A county building inspector dropped by. Turns out the HOA hadn't even pulled permits for the shed. Not one. He snapped photos, shook his head, and said, "This is a serious violation. Be ready. Things are about to get interesting." Court day came. My lawyer and I showed up with everything: certified letters, photos, boundary surveys, and the inspector's violation report. The HOA walked in with Karen, wearing sunglasses indoors, and a lawyer who looked like he regretted every choice that led him there. The judge cut straight to it. "Who owns the land?" We handed over the deed and plat map. The Surveyor testified the structure crossed 10 feet into my property with no easement or shared rights. The HOA lawyer tried, arguing it was common area, claiming the board assumed it was theirs. The judge raised an eyebrow. Did you verify ownership before construction? The lawyer stammered. The board believed. I didn't ask what. They believed. I asked what they verified. Silence. The gavel came down. The HOA trespassed on private property. The lack of permits, the retaliation, and the refusal to stop after notice shows willful negligence. Effective. Immediately, the HOA is ordered to demolish the structure, restore the land, and compensate the plaintiff for damages, costs, and attorney's fees. Karen's jaw dropped. In total, they had to pay $94,000. Every cent of legal fees, restoration, costs, and damages. The shed came down. At sunrise one morning. No newsletter. Announcement, no ribbon cutting, just a quiet crew tearing apart their arrogance. While Karen watched from across the street, pretending not to, she resigned. The following week, her goodbye email, dripping with passive aggression. Due to increased personal obligations, I can no longer serve this wonderful community. The new board president, a retired judge, the same one who had clapped when the shed demolition started. The fake fines disappeared. My sign violation vanished. Neighbors who once whispered thanks now came to me openly for help, challenging shady HOA practices. As for Karen, she still lives here, but she doesn't speak to me. She doesn't even look at me. She just walks her dog. Quickly, sunglasses on, head down. Me, I sit on my porch with coffee in hand. Yard restored, cameras installed, and a plaque on my property line that reads, "This land is legally and forever mine." And that shed let be a lesson. The end. Please like and subscribe for more HOA showdowns like this one. Do you think Karen got what she deserved? Comment below.